Alright, howdy folks, welcome back. We'll get the headset on here and we'll get started here. Did you notice some of these locations that I was showing in the intro here? Where's my pointer? There we go. Well, Auckland, New Zealand, huh? Remember we were just looking at that big eye yesterday or last night, looking right at New Zealand? And now emergency evacuation in New Zealand. Crazy flooding hits Auckland, New Zealand. What was the other one here? A terrible hailstorm hits Kansas and South Carolina, the same places we were talking last night. What's this? Big old volcano, Sakurajima in Japan. All right, that's that pressure being released. Did you see the shock wave come off of this? Watch the shock wave. Boom, boom. See that? Then it erupts. Let's do that a couple of times. Whoops. Yeah. Hopefully you can see that shock wave here. There you go. And then boom. Okay. So we're having pressure being released at volcanoes of Japan. Okay, just like we were talking about. Okay, so here we are, May 9th, 2023. Let's start the loop. And let's see what we have for today. Ooh. Wait. Ooh, what was that? You guys see that? Let's get it all in frame for you there and let the loop play for a second. Boom, that's huge. That's a huge explosion. Big old CME. Oh, you had huge storms in New England. Yeah, everybody's getting storms now. Our stuff blossomed out of nowhere today. We got thunderstorms just kind of out of nowhere. Well, as you can see, we have several objects there, and Northeast England. Okay, yeah, England's gonna get battered by wild weather too. Everybody is. Anyways, as you can see here, we have quite a day. So let's just get to the opening frame. We'll pause it, start going frame by frame. Boom, back up a couple. Okay, our opening frame at 024. Let's slide it down a little bit. Okay, so you can see we've already have a CME underway. The instrument's reacting to it. As we continue forward here, let's see a little UFO streaking through here. So you can see we've had this light CME, this light plume or blossom come out. It looks like there's something maybe there or right in here. And as we progress forward, yeah, you can see that one in there. That's for sure. And then we have another CME event happen. And you can make out our object right here. It's in the plasma, kind of, it's tinted a little bit. See it there? Right on the edge right here. It's right here. Okay, so we have that object as well. There's the ghost image of it. And we have another UFO, a Ahura Mazda thing flying through there. More UFO activity, just bouncing all over the place, all around the sun. It's like Star Wars out there. So, looks like we have something up here and another one down here. Something going in the sun over here. Watch this. Let me back up. Watch this little dot right here as we go forward. This is going forward now. See that go into the sun? Let's back up. All right, this little dot right here. Watch this guy go. Now we're going forward, and it's going into the sun while everything else is coming out. Then we have our next, big old Ahura Mazda right there, and another one over here. Another event unfolding right here. Another object. Whoops. Go forward, Brian. There we go. Now we're going forward. Then you can see this next object, and it's clear as a bell. And it has a secondary moon up here, and the instrument's reacting to both of them. Let me just zoom in on this one for you real quick. Okay, here's our main object right here, the bigger one with plasma built up on the front side. The instrument's reacting to it. Here's a secondary moon or something to this one, and you can see the instrument reacting to it right there. So, two objects in one shot, instrument reacting. See this and see that plus? The instrument is reacting to both independent objects. Look how the red and blue lines cross right here. See how the red's on the inside, blue on the outside? Then it switches, blue on the inside, red on the outside. Okay? So, the instrument is reacting to these objects. And as we go forward, okay, slide this back over. Oh, come on. Alright, so let's back up a little bit here. Whoops. Alright, so there, let's go one more frame. That's the one right there. Okay, so you can see them both come out. Okay. We'll leave probably right there is a good shot where you can see both of them nice and clear. Okay. Nice circular spheroid shape, another circular spheroid shape, instrument reacting independently to both of them. Okay. So there's a double shot right there. I could use a double shot. I haven't had a drink in 8 years. I'm about ready. Okay, let's whoops. Let's just proceed as this one moves out. You know what? I need to zoom out one more. There we go. All right, so that one proceeds to go out, and then we have this huge event right here. Okay. Sorry. All right. Boom, 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 and you can see how widespread it goes from here to here. This whole half of the sun is reacting to what appears to be a bigger object in the background. Alright, now, come on, you. Right about here, you can see this dent in the instrumentation right here are objects right here. Let me see if I can capture this next frame here. Right about there. You can make out our black circular object right here. It didn't come out too well on the screen, but you can see it move out. Let's back it up. Is it there? Oh. Let's see if we can get this just right. Hmm. It's really kind of hard to see it. It's actually right here. This is our circular shaped object. This black is like a almost like a shadow type effect in the plasma, but our round circular object is right there actually. Um no, I can barely see it. And anyways, we got to keep going. So boom, we have this big huge event, this huge blast produced by an object, and then this is the closing frames right here, and we have another event underway, and all kinds of UFOs. Just from like this frame forward, the whole screen on this red side is just every frame is filled with all kinds of UFOs dancing around in there. Wow. Okay, so let's put that loop back into motion. Pull it over a little bit. Come on now. There we go. Alright, so, boom. There's your loop for today with multiple objects. I can't even count them all now. I used to try to count them, but there's just like so many. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, that's a huge blast. And it's Earth directed. So now we're going to come over here to the solar ham site. I just had it pulled up. Okay. Now we're blinding the camera. Okay. Lots to report on today. This thing, our absorption, so let's just get into it. All right. Here we go. Here's our solar X-ray flux, the heartbeat of the sun. This box right here was today. Now we are a few hours into tomorrow already. So all those objects you just saw, boom, 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 all these little peaks. We had that slow motion event too. Okay, a couple of them. So what's after each one of these, the sun or the drops way down almost to the seafloor after each one of these. So the sun's really weak. The only thing that's keeping it going are these objects popping off like that, and this one in a secondary right here, and it really drops just automatically starts to nosedive towards the seafloor if it weren't for a couple more objects. And at the current conditions right now, we're heading to the seafloor. All right. So there's that. Now here's our absorption and probabilities. 20% probability for an X flare, you guys. We see X flares when there's like 5% possibility. Okay. 20%, I don't think I've seen X flare potential this high in a while. In a long, long time. 20% for X flare potential is, and 65% for M flare. That's a high number for the M flares too. And proton absorption is 99, it's 100%. Because if you look over here, we're absorbing protons right now. Okay, there's a little bulge here at the bottom, but the whole northern hemisphere sure is. Okay, not good. Also, too, this sunspot right here, 3296, has gone beta gamma delta. Okay, so that's very dangerous as well. So we have these objects, we have the sunspots, we have all this radiation coming in that we're absorbing. We have these CMEs coming in that we're absorbing. We have the arriving objects as well. Even if the CME doesn't come this way, the objects do. I'm surprised this yellow spike, remember last night we were talking there's going to be a spike here? I'm surprised it didn't go a little higher than this. I think maybe they might be fudging the numbers here a little bit. This should have been a little bit higher. But you can see that Here, let's just even click on this real quick here. I want to, oh, I got to pull back. Pull back. All right. Yeah, see right here. Where's, yeah. See these ones right here? I think what they're doing is like averaging all of these out and trying to come up with an average number instead of a true reading. I don't know if I trust this thing much anymore either. Playing games. These guys are playing games with your information. They're downgrading earthquakes. They're downgrading this. They're downgrading that, trying to keep you guys, uh, from freaking out or whatever. It's like, you know what? Give us a break. We're adults. We can handle some truth. Uh, so tired of lying ass media. Such bullshit. They got everybody in this fucked up paradigm thinking that they're it's just hard to explain. From my perspective, this world is just so warped and twisted. It's just nuts. Anyways, you can see we have our big, huge CME Earth directed. Now, do you remember last night's spiral? This is different than last night's. This is another one behind last night's. Okay? They're not showing you the back to back to back. They just refresh it with the new one. And you remember the impact was going to hit just like this? So we got like 3 in a row. And they're all kissing us right on top, right here. Boom. See that big kiss? Watch. So we're going to get hit. We're going to have impact. Okay? We're going to have multiple impacts. Let's just go back real quick here. While I'm thinking about it, we need to go back 3 days from the 10th. Because tomorrow will be the 10th. Or now we're enjoying the 10th. Let's go back to the 7th and see what erupted on the sun on the 7th and what to expect today. Wow, this was our quiet day. Look at that, you guys. Oh, there was something there towards the end. So, right there. So, starting at like 23. You see right here, 23:12. So 12 minutes back up. It starts at about 23. That's the last hour of the day. Then we have this event unfolding. So mostly tomorrow, we're going to see a calming down of, come back here, a calming down of this, okay? Right here, this absorption, okay? Not necessarily objects going on, attacking the sun, but we will experience a little break from this absorption right here tomorrow. I was going to show you the Schumann tonight, but it's a Russian site and it is no longer up. It was gone a long time ago. I just found the actual Russian site, and now they're not posted out of Russia now, probably because of what's about to happen. Anyway, did we cover everything I wanted to in this? Our M flares at M6.5, that was the biggest one right there, 4.2. I don't believe that they have these ones right here posted yet. I don't think that's, yeah, that's our 4 for today. 4 M flares, you guys, a 2.3, a 6.5, a 4.2, and a 5.0. That's the sun going off now. It's having not earthquakes, not sunquakes, but an M2.3, M6.5, 4.2, and an M5.0. Think you're going to see an X flare probably right around there. Boom, boom. After a couple more M's, probably, oh, who knows. But the X flare potential is really high right now. And we're down to the floor, so I really wish we could see this human. Maybe I'll try pulling it up here. What do I have to get rid of? Let's just see if I can get it real quick. But I'm reporting live. Let's see if this will pull up. Please, just, oh, come on, come on, come on. Yes, yes, yes. Are we going to have it? Oh, we are going to have it. Okay. So, check it out. Here is today. A little absorption, right? And we see our squeaking, all right? Thankfully, I don't want to see that big whiteout effect where it just goes off the screen. Okay, so this is a good sign. We are able to absorb stuff, have these brief little pulses, and then come out the backside, still spinning in reverse, but still producing a magnetic field. You see this little black line right here? I think that might just be a gap in data. It looks like it's gearing up for maybe another grinding session because currently we are absorbing stuff currently, okay? It takes maybe 6 to 12 hours for it to, let me put that in line, for it to affect the core and for the core and the shell to start grinding and producing these big white blasts. So for right now, we're in good shape. The core is still spinning in reverse, but it's still producing a magnetic field, an electromagnetic field, our shield, basically. Okay, so we're done there. Let's come over to the earthquakes. And wow, what a report we have to do tonight on the earthquakes. And why is my screen looking blurry? How are you guys coming in clear? Alright, well, if it is, it is. If it isn't, it isn't. It should be, though. Okay. First of all, let's know. Okay, 5x5. Thank you. I like a response, so thank you, Becca. No deep quakes today. Yay! So a relief from deep quakes. We could use a relief from a deep quake. Now what we're seeing out here is all the dispersion of energy from the previous week, basically. Starting here, we got a 4.5 at a depth of 213. Another 4.7 at a depth of 10. We come over here. Now, finally, we are seeing quakes along this line. A 5.0. Whoops. Here, let me go just a tad bit deeper. I want you guys, remember we were reporting on this area last night, how it had locked up and hadn't had a quake? That energy hadn't been dispersed through here? Well, now it has. And it dumped off a 5.0 at a depth of 35. And at our slough area that I like to, we see a lot of activity here, 5.1. So there goes our energy creeping up the system, unlocking it, so now it's not jammed up, and it dumps a quake off of the fulcrum point over a little further away from the fulcrum, but it's still there. It's a 4.4 at a depth of 10. More energy being dumped. Look, fulcrum point, dumped off, 4.2. Okay, that's energy traveling down the system. Bang, 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 bang. It was all locked up yesterday. Now it's freeing up and traveling. 4.4. Okay, you can see the same, it's basically the same energy. Maybe from here, it lost a little bit going around this corner because it's a hard corner and a lot of Himalayas in there. So it may have lost a little bit of its, but it dumped off its quake here, rounded the corner, dumped off its quake at the apex or at the fulcrum point there, came down, dumped off another quake here at this little fulcrum point, That's a 4.4 at a depth of 10. Okay, it travels up here, bing, dumps off 4.1 to the turkeys. A 4.3 to the turkeys again. Man, I'm so fed up with that country right now. And Ukraine and what these guys have done with all our money. How about you, bro? You guys got any money? Going into credit or into debt now because these assholes want to fucking steal all your money and play warfare with it? Oh, I'm so apoplectic with this place. It's gonna fry. Now, what I like to talk about here is this quake right here. This quake right here is an important quake. This is a 4.3 at a depth of 7.6. I want to see, oh boy. There's Bermuda. This is right next, just off the island of Bermuda here, I believe. Let's get nice and tight on this archipelago, or not archipelago, but a volcanic island structure, okay? If you look down, you can see down into the water that this is the base right here of this volcanic feature, right? You can see the caldera, the rim of it is sticking up above the water, creating the island. There's a little seamount right here, another seamount right there. Okay, if you look, there's nothing else around here. I mean, look, there is, get this out of the way. There is nothing else around here for this quake to be going off out in this diverse area. Okay? Don't see quakes out here very often at Bermuda, okay? Shit always gets dumped off at right here on the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. So to see it in this area is quite alarming and disturbing because we might start to see activity at Bermuda, okay? Or just it's Bermuda. Come on. Now, look how many people live there. Look how densely packed that is right there. And it's all every little inch of land mass sticking up above the water is occupied. There's a small little airport right there. That's the only spot that isn't covered in houses, and it's an airport. So, the island of Bermuda now is going to be, well, we're going to keep an eye on it. I don't want to be too alarmist, but this is an earthquake on the flank of this volcano. Not necessarily on the flank, but just off the flank. This is the flank still. And a 4.3, so watch out, Bermuda waking up, okay? And if Bermuda wakes up, say if this thing did go volcanic or whatever, it's pretty close to the East Coast. It could put a big plume out that would screw up air travel between very important places, right? Okay? We don't want a big plume of ash right here where they can't go back and forth, right? Okay, now over here to this current quake. This is a 4.9 and down in Baja, Mexico here. Let's go in topographically. It's right on the plate, right on the zigzag at a fulcrum point. Okay? Cocos Plate is quiet. Yay. Nice and quiet over here. Just a little quake. That one concerns me. That one really should concern you too. Anyway, let's come down here. Get rid of that. And this is probably a deeper quake. Yeah. 4.1 at a depth of 295. So it's like halfway down, I would say, for a deep quake. A little bit more than halfway deep. So that would translate at the surface to 4.7 to almost a 5. That's that energy. That's that 5 energy that, look, that's over here being dumped off here and being dumped off up there. Okay, so that 5 energy pushed across. Didn't dump anything off here, but it did push across. It dumped off a 5 here at a lower depth with a 4.1. Get it? Got it? Good. Next. Now, up here, we have this 5.0 in the Fox Islands, Aleutian Islands. Now, what appears to have happened is you can see this energy has traveled up from here. Here, let me zoom in a little bit better. We've traveled up from here, up to here, jumped off of 5, right there, 5.3 at Japan. We all had the volcano go off at Sacagawea. Oh, gosh. Now, above this is a 4.0 at a depth of 155 at Honshu, and a 4.4 at a depth of 53. 155 and 153, and 53. So one's a little deeper than the other one. So this energy, 5.0 energy, is traveling up the system, right? It dumps off a 4.5 at a depth of 149. What is a 4.5 at a depth of 149 class? That's a 5.0 at the surface. Okay, let's move on. Right here at the fulcrum point, we have a 4.6 at a depth of 4 at the surface. Well, about 4.9. That's almost a 5. So there's your 5 energy traveling up, and what happened? It didn't get pinched off here. Bingo. 5.0. Fox Islands, Aleutian Islands, Alaska, at a depth of 87. Translates to at the surface 5.1, maybe 5.2. But it's that 5 energy has made it over the fulcrum. Usually this was pinching it off and, taking a 5 and shoving it down to 3s, right? It looks like we have 5 energy that has made it over this pinch point and is now traveling down the system this way. I would expect to see 5, mid 4 to 5 in there, coming down, hit Juan de Fuca, mid 4 to 5, off the coast right here, California, mid 4 to 5, coming down San Andreas here, mid 4 to 5. Let's see this. What do we got there? 5, 4.9. See, so there's 5 energy right here, and there's, come here, get out of my way. There's 5 point energy right here, and 5.0 energy right there. And what's in between it? Silence. This big quiet zone. So, watch out for mid 4 to 5.0 energy striking at the fulcrum points all along the system. Okay? Get it, got it, good, next. I don't have time to play patty cake anymore. This is a 3.2 at a depth of 29 out there at Hawaii. That's relieving pressure as well. We need that, especially for that region. Let's go over to the Null School and open up this bad boy. You guys still hanging in there with me? Very good. I am tore up from the floor up and just trying to do my best here. Okay. I don't even know where to begin here. All right. Let's just begin where we always do. The top of the world, Brian. There is the top. And there's your polar vortex. We got this loop going this way. It intersects this loop that's going the opposite direction. So we have the 2 opposite spinning vortices. Let's rotate it around like that and look at them here. Okay, you see this one spinning this way, and that one is spinning counterclockwise. That one's spinning clockwise. It's the 2 eyes with the goofy smile again, okay? It's still there. And then, what is going on here? That is just odd. All right, now look at this. So we have this This odd double vortex, counter-rotating double vortex. But look how it's stripping everything out of this region right here. Stuff is coming in, turning around and going that way. Stuff is coming down, turning and going this way. Stuff is coming in and turning and going away. Everything seems to be avoiding this area almost. Do you see that? It just looks odd. It looks naked right here for some reason. Everything is flowing right up to it and turning away from that region or flowing away from it. It right here is causing this opposite rotation, this counterclockwise, clockwise rotation. I've never seen our vortex do this, dude. This is nuts. Especially with one going counterclockwise, feeding into the clockwise one. See, they feed into each other. One's rotating this way, feeding in. This one's feeding in this way. Both of them... Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Both of them are come together, forcing air in the middle here, but it's not high-speed air. Look, it's just really slow. It's not red or intense flow like this, where these two flows come together right here. You see where this rotation comes back in and this rotation comes back in, where these two combine. This should be a high flow area, and it's just not. It's there, there's flow there, but it's just not extreme. And it should be all coming out and going right into this naked zone, but it doesn't. It just kind of disperses and swings away. And this naked zone right here is right off the coast of China and just south of Japan, right where the I can never say it right, where the volcano went off, okay, here in Japan. Now, we have this weird flow going off the coast of China. Something's going on over here off the coast of China now. I wouldn't be surprised. Well, I can't say it. All right, so there's your flow. I'm not going to say anything. It just speaks volumes on its own. And it's growing. And it's getting, this pink band is getting thicker and thicker and wider. Look, the pink band is almost to Tasmania now. It actually is. Oh, dude. They're going to be getting that pink band here pretty soon. Then, same with the southern part of New Zealand. That's how big this vortex is getting, you guys. This is nuts. Look how concentrated and powerful this vortex is, and there's absolutely nothing up here. And we have this what? This two weak vortexes, counter-rotating vortexes that meet in the middle? I mean, something is wrong. Oh, I know what's going wrong. And you can see all this peppered effect. Here, let me go in a little bit. Speckled effect, that's all those objects up there. And you see the wind patterns swirling around them. There's like a big armada right over the North Pole, just waiting for that nuclear exchange to start, and then they're going to wipe it all out. Oh, boy. And now look at this, the tip of South America. See how far up it's creeping up South America? We're almost, look at this blue barrier, okay? The blue barrier, this blue zone right here, is almost at our fulcrum point where our earthquake was dumped off here at the fulcrum point in South America. Everything below that is all vortex. It's all in the vortex. there's some kind of object below the planet causing this. There's and then there's objects above it too. So that's it is what it is. Okay. Now let's go over to chemicals, check out the SO2, take off the wind, and take a peek at what's going on. Okay, there's US, these patches, these bald patches filling in a little bit, but actually this looks like it's filling in again. This half of the country is going burgundy again. We still have this patchiness and stuff in here, but it looks to be filling in a little bit. Here we are at the Bay Area. We got our plume here spreading into the Central Valley. Okay. Okay. There's that. We got these plumes out here by Salt Lake City. We got stuff going up the Cascades here, up towards Seattle. Darker plumes up here by BC. Here's all of our fires and stuff that are going on BC. This is all the sulfur coming out of the ground by those fires. When you burn a tree, it doesn't produce sulfur dioxide. Okay, so this is not smoke from those fires. This is sulfur dioxide from the magma underneath that caused those fires. These correlate with fires because they started the fires. Get it? Got it? Good. Next. Gee, another place might catch on fire here. We got India, we got Europe still bleeding out, and let's go check South America. Okay, South Africa, that back there, South America now. Okay, and excuse me. A few years back, a couple of these little spots showed up on the coast of California, and it was the biggest deal. Now we have millions of them all around the planet, and nobody even notices. It's like it doesn't even fucking matter anymore. Pardon my French, I'm just getting fed up watching all this happen. Anyways, here's our purple island of Java, still purple, still spewing massive amounts of SO2. All volcanic activity going on underneath the island. We saw the earthquakes getting dumped off in this region. We have Mariapi going off. We also have Krakatoa, one of the most dangerous volcanoes. That's the one that did the big blast back in January last year. Okay, so it could go off at any minute, all right? There's a lot of pressure underneath there pushing out all this sulfur dioxide. And we're going to run out of sulfur dioxide to push out, and magma will next. All right, leaving you for the weather. Start this loop. All righty, date and time. I want to go take a little smoke break and a prayer. Yeah, it might take a second for those to all load up anyway. So, yeah. Let's see, get your date and times in there. And this has changed a lot. This has really changed a lot. There was, let's just say a lot of people are alive because of your prayers. And I'm talking you guys. Your prayers, not everybody else's. The team here, your prayers. And, you know, I want you to watch Texas here because they're just going to have this day after day after day volley of intense thunderstorms here. And we're going to have to pray for the people of Texas now, folks. Okay? Hang on, I'll be right back. It's so cool being this close to you guys because I can really feel the sincerity, the heartfelt sincerity in your prayers. I know there's people praying out of desperation, and then there's a qualified team of prayer warriors that are doing it the right way. All right. No, not all right. Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, thanks for hanging in there. All right, back to business. Hopefully you went to the bathroom, got your refreshments, whatever. Mm. Mm. Or you were studying the map, one of the two. Anyways, here we go. Let this loop finish playing here, catch it at the beginning, and go frame by frame through this. And here we go. Come on, a couple more. A lot of data there tonight. Okay. Back up a frame. Current conditions right now, we do have thunderstorms in the middle of Kansas. This little cell dissipates overnight, and then in the morning, mid-afternoon, we have these thunderstorms off the coast and right here along the coast of Texas, moving up into Arkansas area. We got thunderstorms up in Nebraska, rotating back around into Wyoming. This low continues into the 11th. Okay, this is 2 p.m. There's the end of convection on the 11th, tomorrow. Okay. You see this big thunderstorm area right here, Nebraska. You see this yellow place up here in Montana. Okay, so watch out in these two regions. Anywhere in there will be different, you know. Things are so volatile, they change so fast. So it goes through the evening hours, pop out 7 in the morning. There's 2 in the afternoon. There's the end of convection. Then we go through the night. Thunderstorms in Texas. They wake up to 7 a.m. with thunderstorms already producing, you know, large hail. 2 p.m. and then the end of convection over Texas there on May 13th. Then we continue. There's 2 p.m. Oh, sorry. 2 a.m. That's 7 a.m. There's 2 p.m. and then there's the end of convection on the 14th. Okay. This low is moved to this part of the region, so watch out through here. You know, we gotta do a lot of praying on this one. There's the end of convection on the 15th. 7 a.m. up in Canada, up in here. Watch out. All right. Nope, right. There is the end of convection on the 17th, Pennsylvania area, down in Georgia, Alabama, okay. Through the midnight hours, come out 7, 8 a.m. East Coast time, moving offshore here. Clearing up May 18th. May 19th, kind of clear. We will have some kind of thunderstorms back this way over Nevada, California, reaching up through here. Speckled thunderstorms along this little area behind this low. It's not as an intense low It might pick up in intensity with all the incoming energy we have, but that's the end of convection on May 21st. Okay, that's about it. I gotta. Okay. So here's our current conditions outside Fort Collins. Let me just refresh this. This doesn't look refreshed. So as you pull back right now, the only thunderstorm activity is north of Denver and east of Springfield. That looks to be about it for right now. So now let's go into the gym, and I gotta wrap this up because I'm getting tired here. Come on, pull this up, please. Oh yeah, watch this tornado here real quick. Alright, this was May 7th. Some good shots there. Good shots of the tornado. These chasers have been really busy chasing these things down, getting some really good shots. Alright, so I just want to bring that one to you real quick. Just replay it here if we can. Come on. Play it again. Oh, come on. There we go. Let's see if we can play it one more time and then go dig through my notes, and we'll close with some of my notes here. Oh, where did I leave it? Where did I leave it? Okay, here we go. Alright. Let's put up an image to read to. Oh, excuse me, folks. I am thoroughly exhausted. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, just yeah. Sure, just pull up this one. Alright, just one sec, folks, as I pull this up, and we have to go through the ads. Yeah, I should have had this done before. Alright, here we go. We're going to continue using this image because this is a real event that happened on Easter. Jesus showed up in the clouds on Easter. And, alright, well, let's just read. Come to me, my weary one, and I will give you rest. I know the depth and breadth of your weariness. Nothing is hidden from me. There is a time to keep pushing yourself when circumstances require it, and a time to rest. Even I, who have infinite energy, rested on the seventh day after completing my work of creation. Seek my face, and then just linger in my loving presence while I shine upon you. Let favorite scriptures amble through your brain, refreshing your heart and spirit. If something comes into mind that you don't want to forget, jot it down, then return your attention to me. As you relax with me, my love, I will soak with you into the depths of your being. You may want to express your love for me in whispers, in spoken words, and in song. I want you to know that I approve of you, and I approve of the rest. When you relax in my presence, trusting in my finished work on the cross, both you and I are refreshed. Okay? Hope that brings you hope. I love you all. I miss you all. God bless you all. And until my next video, bye. I'll be back. I am back.